Hi friends, I Y Narasimha Rao. Today we are discussing important topic that is nothing but states of matter. Okay, in this chapter we discussed about what is intramolecular forces, how that intramolecular forces related to thermal energy, and what are the gas laws. What are the gas laws and what is Boyle's law? What is Boyle's law? How it is deduced from the kinetic gas equation. All these are the main contents in this video. Okay, here let's we discuss about the what is thermal energy. What is thermal energy? Thermal energy is raised due to the motion of particles like this and this. Here, thermal energy is nothing but kinetic energy in the form of kinetic energy. It is arised due to the motion of molecules. Okay, here thermal energy is directly proportional to kinetic energy. This kinetic energy is depends upon the temperature. Depends upon temperature. If you see in this video, at 0 degree centigrade, the molecules are in stationary phase like this. If temperature is raised to 300 Kelvin, the molecules are moving like this. Temperature is raised, the molecule starts moving with each other. Similarly, in case of also the molecules are moving with high velocity. Molecules are moving here high velocity. That velocity is due to the rise the temperature of that substance. Rise the temperature of substance. So what I am saying here that thermal energy is directly proportional to thermal energy TE is directly proportional to kinetic energy. This kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. If the temperature is increased, kinetic energy is increased, thermal energy is increased. Okay, so like this. At 300 degrees centigrade, the molecules are moving. At 0 degrees centigrade, sir, molecules are at stationary phase like that. Here, the molecules are moving with rapid velocity. That is due to the more temperature. This substance having more temperature. If you observe, in case of summer, the wind is flow with high velocity, hot air flow with high velocity, like that. Okay. Here, let's we discuss about the what is the relation between the thermal energy and intramolecular forces. Both are quite opposite to each other. Both are quite opposite to each other. Here, thermal energy is increased, intramolecular forces are decreased. Thermal energy is increased, intramolecular forces are decreased. For example, if you take that H2O molecule that is existed in three phases, one is ice and another one is water and another one is solid, that is nothing but gas, nothing in the form of steam. Okay, like this, this H2O molecules are existed in these three phases. Either it is existed in ice, or it is existed as a water, or it is existed as a steam. Here the temperature is the T value, temperature is equal to 0 degree centigrade. At 0 degree centigrade only this ice existed. If the temperature is increased, here the velocity of molecules, is very less, that is equal to 0. Velocity of molecules is 0, V is 0. But in case of water, the temperature is around 27 degrees centigrade. Here the velocity of water is greater than 0. In case of steam, the water molecules are moving very rapidly. Here the temperature is 100 degrees centigrade. 100 degrees centigrade only they existed as a steam, gaseous state, individual state, isolated state. Here the velocity is more. When compared to water state. This is called V1. Here V1 this is V2, this V2 is less than the V3. So velocity of the steam is considered as a V3. Then we can write the, here we can write the relation of the velocity is nothing but V1 is less than V2, V2 is less than V3. Okay, these are the velocity of water molecules in different states. The velocity of here in case of ice is 0. It is less than the velocity of water. It is also less than the velocity of the steam. So what I am saying here, here the temperature is increased. 0 degree centigrade is less than 27 degrees centigrade. 27 degrees centigrade is less than the 100 degrees centigrade. If it is considered as T1, it is considered as T2, it is considered as T3. It means T1 is less than T2, T2 is also less than T3. What I am saying here, temperature is increased, velocity is also increased, and intramolecular forces are decreased. Intramolecular forces, IF, here in case of this IF1, IF2, intramolecular force 2, and IF3, intramolecular force 3. Here intramolecular force IF1 is greater than IF, intramolecular force IF2, it is greater than IF3. IF3. So what I am saying is, finally this thermal energy TE is inversely proportional to intramolecular force. Thermal energy is increased, intramolecular force is, thermal energy is increased, intramolecular force is decreased, or intramolecular force is increased, thermal energy is decreased. Okay, like this. The best example is water. Okay, here in ice, intramolecular forces are considered as IF1. IF1 is greater than that of the IF2 and IF3. IF2 is nothing but intramolecular forces of the water, liquid state water. Here it is existed as solid, it is existed as a liquid, it is existed as a gas. So what I am saying is, in case of gaseous state, intramolecular forces are less and thermal energy is more, kinetic energy is more when compared to liquid state and solid state. Clear? Liquid state and solid state. This is about the intramolecular forces versus thermal energy. Let's we discuss about the what is gaseous state. What is gaseous state? Generally, we are existed on the surface of air, on the surface of earth, on the surface of earth. Okay, for example, it is considered as the surface of earth. This is nothing but earth. Okay, we are staying on surface of this earth. Okay, here in throughout our life we are immersed with the sea of air. Sea of air. This entire earth surface is covered with atmosphere. Atmosphere nothing but air containing part. This part can be divided into different layers from 1 to 0 to 10 kilometers. 0 to 10 kilometers. This layer is called stratosphere. Then the next layer is called troposphere. From 10 to 15 kilometers height, from this 10 kilometers to 15 kilometers region is called troposphere. So we are living in the area of stratosphere. This atmosphere can be classified in different type: troposphere, stratosphere, thermosphere, like that. Okay, so we are living in the troposphere, that is from the 0 to 10 kilometers of the sea level. Okay, so around us air is present. So let's be discussed. Without air we can't survive. Without air we can't survive. It is the primary element. So let's we discuss about the what is the properties of this gaseous substance. Okay, generally gaseous substance do not have, the first property is no shape, proper shape. they do not have no proper shape. And moreover, it maintains the container shape. If you take this type of container, the shape of the gas is like triangle. If you take in the square container, the shape of that gas is square, like that. So it maintains the shape of container, and gaseous molecules do not maintain the volume also. Okay, here generally the volume of gas is negligible. Volume of gas is negligible. We consider the volume of gas like container volume. It means if volume of this triangle is V1, the volume of gas is V1, or if V2, if you take in this gas, this volume of the square vessel is V2, then we can consider as a V2. Okay, the container volume is considered as a volume of the gas. The shape of the container is considered as a shape of the gas, like that. And moreover, these gas molecules in that container, these gas molecule, for example, if you take one gas molecule, this gas molecule move in all directions, with high velocity or equal velocity. With high velocity and equal velocity. Okay, during this process there is no attractions and interactions between these gas molecules. And moreover, these gas molecules have a little bit of weight. Okay, that weight is considered as a similarly in terms of the grams or kgs also. Okay, it has mass. Already we studied in 10th class. Every gas has some mass, molecular mass or general mass. Okay, so it is also one substance. Every substance having its own mass. Similarly, gaseous molecules also have mass. You can measure that mass also. So that mass is considered measured in terms of grams or kilograms, like that. Okay, so they do not have maintained proper shape, proper volume, and they move in all directions with high velocity, and the pressure of the gas is produced due to the collisions with each other and walls of the container. Collision with the walls of the container or collisions with each other. Okay, some of the gas molecules are flammable and some of the gaseous molecules are inflammable. The kinetic energy of the gas K is directly proportional to temperature or thermal energy. If the temperature of the gas is increased, kinetic energy is increased. And the intramolecular forces of the gas is less than that of the intramolecular forces of the liquid or intramolecular forces of the solid. These are the general properties of the gaseous substance. The general properties of the gaseous substance. Okay, in around us we are generally throughout our life we are immersed in the sea of gas. Around us in this sphere, around us CO2 gas, O2 gas, SO2 gas, NO2 gas, CH4 methane gas, and chlorofluorocarbons. Okay, CF2, Cl2, chlorofluorocarbons. All these gases are present around us. We are immersed in that sea of gas molecules. Okay, so like that gaseous molecules are present here. Okay, clear? This is about the general properties of the gaseous substances. Okay, let's discuss about what are the gas laws. Generally, these gas laws are not only developed in a single day or single year. There is so many efforts are kept to derive these gas laws. These gas laws are very useful to study the physical properties like measurable properties like temperature, pressure, volume, okay, and number of moles, that is nothing but concentration. Okay, like that we can observe the rate of diffusion or okay, and partial pressure or partial pressure. Like that, all these relations are we can obtain the relation between the temperature and pressure, temperature and volume, pressure and volume and number of moles, or temperature and rate of diffusion. All these are we can obtain or we can be known by using these gas laws. These gas laws are derived not only in a single day. Okay, to derive this gas equation takes much time, that is decades of time. The first gas law was derived by Anglo-Irish scientist Mr. Robert Boyle. That's why this law is called Boyle's law. This law is called Boyle's law. Okay, according to him, this Boyle's law, what is Boyle's law? How it is deduced from the kinetic gas equation are discussed in the later. Similarly, Charles law. This Charles law is useful for the relation between the volume and temperature. By using this principle, we can the application of this law is nothing but parachutes. Parachutes are the applications of Charles law and Gay-Lucas law. You know that? But we are enjoying with that parachutes. But we know that we don't know who are invented, what is the principle involved in that parachute. It is nothing but a hot air balloon. So parachutes are invented by the, it is the best example of application of Charles law and Gay-Lussac's law. And also another laws also give the wonderful explanation about the properties of gas molecules. They are Graham's law, Dalton's law and Avogadro's law. If we study all these gas laws, we can know the properties of the gas molecules and we can know the relations between that physical properties also. Okay, we can discuss the what is Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? Okay, we discuss about the what is Boyle's law. What is Boyle's law? This Boyle's law gives a relationship between pressure and volume. It gives the relationship between pressure and volume. Relation between pressure and volume. Okay. Here, according to this law, according to this Boyle's law, at constant temperature, the pressure means nothing but P. The pressure of given mass of the gas is inversely proportional to its volume. The pressure of given mass of the gas is inversely proportional to its volume. Okay, so P is proportional to 1 by V. If you remove this proportionality by using proportionality constant, that is equal to K is equal to 1 by V. Then rearrange this equation like this. PV is equal to K is nothing but proportionality constant or gas constant. Simply not gas constant is another term, it is used like R. K is called proportionality constant. Okay, it is a proportionality constant. PV is equal to K. Here, the value of K depends upon the gas, nature of the gas and also temperature also. The value of gas depends upon the temperature as well as the nature of the gas, mass of the gas. Okay, if the gas is changed, the proportionality constant is also changed. Each gas has its own proportionality at different temperature. Okay, so this equation is also right. We can write like this: P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2, or P1 by P2 is equal to P1 by P2 is equal to V2 by V1. Okay, by using these formulas, we can solve some problems also. Okay, the main advantage of this gas law is we can derive the relation between the pressure and volume at constant temperature. Okay, at constant temperature. Here, according to the Boyle's law, According to Boyle's law, the pressure of given mass of the gas is inversely proportional to its volume. That is nothing but mathematically it can be represented as P proportional to 1 by V. P is equal to K into 1 by V. Then equation we can rewrite PV is equal to K. Here K is called proportionality constant. This proportionality constant depends upon the gas, nature of the gas as well as the temperature. Okay, each gas having its own proportionality constant, and moreover this equation can be written also P1 V1 is equal to P2 V2. Then we can rearrange this equation, P1 by P2 is equal to V2 by V1. Okay, so this is about the Boyle's law. Okay, let's we discuss about the graphical representation of Boyle's law. Graphical representation of Boyle's law. This graph is drawn pressure taken on y-axis and volume taken on x-axis. Volume versus pressure graph. In this x-axis we take volume, and in case of y-axis we take pressure. Okay, on y-axis we take pressure, on x-axis we take volume. Okay, here the graph looks like this hyperbola. Here these three lines are means this the variation of pressure with volume at different temperatures. At different temperatures. At 200 degrees centigrade, the line is comes like this. White line indicates the change in temperature, change in volume with pressure at 200 degrees centigrade. This brown or pink line indicates the change the pressure with volume at 400 Kelvin, and this blue color line indicates the change the pressure with volume at 600 Kelvin. Okay, three lines. White line indicates the change of volume with pressure at 200 Kelvin. Similarly, this brown line indicates the change of volume with pressure at 400 Kelvin, and similarly that blue color line indicates the change of volume with pressure at 600 Kelvin. If you observe here, the temperature is increased. Temperature is increased. The volume becomes doubled and pressure becomes reduced to half of the pressure. The value of pressure is reduced to half of its value, and the volume of gas is reduced. The value of gas or volume of gas is doubled if the temperature is increased. Okay, like that, this graph represents the hyperbola structure when we plot the volume and pressure. When we plot the volume and pressure, the graph looks like this. Okay, and moreover, if in objective point of view they are asked if they are represented like T1, T2, T3, what is the relation of this T1 and T2 and T3? Okay, they give options like this: if T1 is equal to T2, T2 is equal to T3, or T1 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T3, or T1 is equal to T2, or it is greater than T3, or sometimes they are asked like T1 is less than T2, T2 is less than T3. Which is correct option? What is the relation in that T1, T2, T3 in this graph? Okay, just they give that graph and mention the instead of the temperature they mention the T1 and T2, T3. What is the relation between the T1 and T2 and T3? The relation in between the T1 and T3 is T1 is less than T2, T2 is less than T3. Okay, if the simple thing is relation between the volume and temperature. If you know the volume and temperature, you can answer this question. Okay, so this is about the questions are asked in this manner from this graph. Okay, or sometimes they are asked which graph represents the pressure and volume graph. Which graph represents the pressure and volume graph? Instead of that, they give some models like this: straight line goes to from origin, or straight line parallel to the x-axis, or straight line parallel to the y-axis. Which is correct representation of the graph between the volume and pressure. The correct option is like that. The volume, if you draw the graph between the volume and pressure, it gives hyperbola like that. So the question in previous exams they are asked questions in this manner. Okay, they give some models, graph models. Which model represents the pressure volume plot? So the correct option is like that. And that plot, what is the value relation between the T1, T2 and T3? Here the correct option is T3 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T1, or T1 is less than T2, T2 is less than T3. Both are correct options. They are asked in different manners. Okay, like this. If you know the concept, then we can answer the questions if they are asked in the different manners also. Okay, like this. And let's we discuss about the graph, the plot between the pressure and 1 by V. Pressure is taken at y-axis and 1 by volume value taken on y-axis, then the straight line goes from the origin. Here also there are 3 lines are present. Each line that graph is plotted at different temperatures. One is T1 temperature, T2 temperature, T3 temperature. Here also the relation between the temperature is also most important. Here also the relation between the temperature is most important thing. Here the relation is T2 is greater than T2, T3 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T1. The relation between the temperature is T3 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T1. This is the relation of temperature at this graph. Okay, the graph plots between pressure and 1 by V volume. Pressure and 1 by V volume, like that. Okay, here also relation is most important. And the question is, there some questions are asked, which model represents the plot of pressure and 1 by V volume? This is, if you plot the graph between pressure and 1 by V, 1 by volume, so that gives the straight line goes to the origin. Straight line goes to the origin like that. That is the most important thing. And the values of temperature, the relation between the temperature is also like that. T3 is greater than T2, T2 is greater than T1. Sometimes they, it means sometimes they modify the graph, like the T1 values at down, and sometimes the notations are changed. Instead of T1 they take, it is notated as a T3, instead of T3 it is notated as a T1. In that case the relation is T1 is greater than T2 is greater than T3. Okay, so that is the, if you know the if you understand that graph, then only you can answer. Notations can be changed. Okay, here if the 1 by V value is more, it means temperature is also more. Temperature is also more. 1 by V value is more means temperature is also more. According to that, so T3 is more. T3 is more, like that. Okay, clear? Okay friends, we can deduce the Boyle's law from kinetic gas equation. Here, what is kinetic gas equation? First we know the kinetic gas equation, then we can derive the Boyle's law from that kinetic gas equation. Okay, the Boyle's law is nothing but PV is equal to constant. Boyle's law is nothing but PV is equal to constant. Here, the kinetic gas equation is PV is equal to 1 by 3 mn u square RMS velocity. U square RMS velocity. Here, P is equal to pressure of the gas, V is equal to volume of the gas, M is equal to mass of 1 mole of gas, and N is equal to number of molecules, and U square RMS is equal to velocity of that gas. Okay, by using this equation, we can derive the Boyle's law, that is nothing but PV is equal to constant. From this equation, we can derive the PV is equal to constant. Okay, we can derive this equation from this kinetic gas equation. So kinetic gas equation is PV is equal to 1 by 3 Mn U square RMS. Now this equation is multiplying with 2. So PV is equal to 1 by 3. We can write like this also. 2 by 2 into Mn U square RMS. There is no wrong between the two equations. This equation is also written like this. Okay, then just I can rearrange that equation, that is nothing but PV is equal to 2 by 3 into 2 into 1, or 1 into 2 is also same. So like this, you can also write like this, 1 by 2 Mn U square RMS. But we know that, what is that? Ke is equal to of Mn U square RMS. K is equal to of Mn U square RMS. If you replace this entire equation from this Ke, then equation can be written as K is equal to 2 by 3 into Ke. PV is equal to 2 by 3 into Ke. Instead of this 1 by 2 Mn U square RMS, we can simply write the Ke. Ke is nothing but kinetic energy. K is equal to 1 by 2 Mn U square RMS. That's why we can substitute that Ke instead of 1 by 2 Mn U square RMS. But we know that kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. So Ke is equal to Kt. K is equal to Kt. Here K is equal to proportional the constant. Then now we can substitute the Ke value, that is nothing but PV is equal to 2 by 3 into Kt. So this equation is also redirect like this, P is equal to 2 by 3, 2K by 2 Kt by 3 into 1 by V. Here K is constant, temperature T is constant, 2 by 3 is also constant. Then that is nothing but P is equal to K into 1 by V. All these are the constant values. So here this Boyle's law, according to Boyle's law, tells about the constant temperature. It gives the relation between the pressure and volume. So T is constant, K is also constant, 2 by 3 is also constant value. So all these constant is replaced by simple K value. Then P is equal to K into 1 by V, that is equal to nothing but P proportional to 1 by V. If we replace this K value, we can substitute the proportionality. So like this is the final. What is that? That is nothing but Boyle's law. That is nothing but Boyle's law. Like this, we can derive the Boyle's law from kinetic gas equation. Okay, clear? And moreover, thank you. I hope you all are understood very well. Okay, thank you.